Hello, my name is Dr. Diwan S. Raja. Today I will discuss about the major openings of the diaphragm. We know that diaphragm is a musculo-tendinous partition between the thorax and the abdomen, and it has major opening. So the major openings of the diaphragm are the vena caval opening, also called caval opening. Okay. Then we have the esophageal opening, and the aortic opening, Openings are also called apertures, also called hiatuses. So openings are always interchanged with that of the apertures or hiatuses. Vena caval opening, sometimes called just caval opening. Esophageal opening, same as esophageal hiatus. So we'll go through those openings. So this is the sternum. Here, this is the sternum. This is the heart. The diaphragm is here. The diaphragm. Okay. So this is the inferior vena cava, and this is the vena caval opening of the diaphragm. This is the IVC, inferior vena cava. This is the esophagus, and this is the aorta in the thorax, descending thoracic aorta. Aorta in the abdomen is the abdominal aorta. Okay, we got that. So we'll now study the opening individually. First of all, vena caval opening. What is the vertebral level? Vertebral level is between T8 and T9. So this vena caval opening is at the level of intervertebral disc between T8 vertebra and T9 vertebra. We got that? Vena caval opening. So structure passing through the vena caval opening. What structure passes through the vena caval opening? Passing through the caval opening. Through the vena caval opening, we have the inferior vena cava, and some branches of the right phrenic nerve, and lymph vessels. Lymph vessels from the liver going through the middle phrenic and mediastinal lymph nodes. Okay, from liver to the mediastinal lymph nodes. Okay, we got the contents. So lymph vessels from the liver to the middle phrenic and mediastinal lymph node to the middle phrenic to the middle phrenic to the middle phrenic and mediastinal lymph nodes. Okay, we got the contents of the vena caval opening of the diaphragm. So where is the vena caval opening? Location of vena caval opening, we got the vertebral level, we got the contents. Now exactly where it is located, the vena caval opening, or you can say just caval opening. It is located at the junction between right leaf and central part of the central tendon of the diaphragm. What is the location? Okay, at the junction between the right leaf and the middle part of the central tendon of the diaphragm. Central tendon of the diaphragm. Okay. So where is my vena caval opening? This is the caval opening. This is the caval opening. Okay, we got that. How it is? It is aponeurotic. Aponeurotic. Okay, this is the vena caval opening of the diaphragm. It transmits the inferior vena cava, some branches of the right phrenic nerve, and lymphatics from the liver to the middle phrenic and the mediastinal lymph node. This is aponeurotic. It is in the central. This is the central tendon of the diaphragm. Okay, this is the right dome of the diaphragm, left dome of the diaphragm. Okay, this is the central tendon. Okay, we got the location of the vena caval opening. Type, it is aponeurotic. Okay, and vena caval opening and the vena cava is attached to the vena caval opening of the diaphragm. Okay, look at that. This is the inferior vena cava. It is attached here. Okay, it is attached. The vena caval opening is attached to the okay, we can say the inferior vena cava is attached to the, you can say the inferior vena cava is attached to the margin of the caval opening of the diaphragm. So, what is the advantage of this connection here? When the diaphragm contracts, then this opening increases, that help in venous return. Okay. So, when the diaphragm contracts, the caval opening increases in size, the caval opening enlarges and help in venous return to the heart, because the vena cava blood is going to the heart, to the right atrium of the heart. Okay, the venous return to the heart. Okay, we got the caval opening of the diaphragm. Now we go to the esophageal opening of the diaphragm. Esophageal opening, or you can say esophageal hiatus. Okay, hiatus, same as opening. Okay, esophageal hiatus is at the level, what is the vertebral level? Vertebral level is T10. Okay, vertebral level is T10. What are the contents? Contents, certainly esophagus, anterior and posterior vagal trunk, or you can say gastric nerves, anterior and posterior vagal trunk, not vagus nerve, vagal trunk that is coming out of the esophageal plexus of nerve, vagal trunk, also called gastric nerves. Okay, the vagal trunks are coming out of the esophageal plexus. We know that esophageal plexus is formed by the left and right vagus nerve mostly, partly contributed by the sympathetic nerve fibers, but it is mostly parasympathetic from the vagus nerve. So we got the esophagus, then we get the left gastric vessels. So 1, 2, 3 content, left gastric vessels. That means artery and vein. Left gastric artery is a branch of the celiac trunk. Left gastric vein is a tributary of the portal vein. Okay. Then certainly we'll get lymphatics. So these are the content of the esophageal hiatus. We got that contents, vertebral level. Now esophageal hiatus is what type of hiatus? This is a muscular hiatus. Okay, it is located in the muscular part of the right crus of the diaphragm. Located in the muscular part of the right crus of the diaphragm. Right crus of the diaphragm. Okay, so it is not in the left crus in most situations. Only in few situations it may have some fiber from the left crus, but it is mostly a structure inside the right crus of the diaphragm. So this is the right crus. Right crus will make this right crus. Okay, so it is the esophageal hiatus. Esophageal hiatus, that is surrounded by the muscles of the right crus of the diaphragm. This is the right crus. Right crus. Okay. So it works as a sphincter mechanism for the esophagus. Although esophagus is not connected to this opening, but we have a fascia. Okay, fascia from the under surface of the diaphragm, under surface of the diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm that is continuous with that of the transversalis fascia enters through the esophageal opening of the diaphragm. It is inserted just in the lower part of the thorax, lower part of the esophagus, around 2.5 centimeter above the esophageal hiatus. It is blended with the submucosa of the esophagus. So fascia from the undersurface of the diaphragm that is continuous with the transversalis fascia enters the esophageal hiatus and blend with the submucosa the lower part of the esophagus, only a few centimeters above the esophageal hiatus. Okay, so it is around 2.5 centimeters above the esophageal hiatus, enters the esophageal hiatus and blend with the submucosa about 2.5 centimeters. Okay, above the hiatus. Okay, so this is a fascia from the undersurface of the diaphragm that is continuous with that of the transversalis fascia. It enters the esophageal hiatus and blend with the submucosa of the esophagus about 2.5 centimeter above the hiatus. So the submucosa of the esophagus, okay, of the esophagus, about 2.5 centimeter above the hiatus. What is the name of this fascia? This fascia is called phrenoesophageal ligament. This fascia is called phrenoesophageal ligament. Okay, what is the purpose of this ligament? It actually gives some freedom to the lower part of the esophagus to move. Okay, it also restricts further movement of the esophagus. Okay, so it limits the movement of the esophagus with little freedom and also restriction. Okay, that is the purpose of phrenoesophageal ligament, that is the deep fascia, continuous with that of the transversalis fascia. That fascia is below the diaphragm, continuous with that of the transversalis fascia. Okay, this is the phrenoesophageal ligament. Okay, we got the esophageal opening of the diaphragm and we know that it is surrounded by the right crest of the diaphragm that work as a physiological sphincter along with the circular muscle layer in the lower part of the esophagus. That is physiological sphincter, but the right crest of the diaphragm has some role. So what happens when the right crest contracts? When the right crest contracts, the esophagus also contracted. The esophagus is, when the right crest contracts, the esophagus contracts too. Okay. So in case of vena caval opening, contraction of esophagus, contraction of the diaphragm will increase the size of vena caval opening, but in case of esophageal opening, esophageal hiatus, contraction of the diaphragm will close this opening. Okay, so this is the difference. We got that. Now we'll go to the aortic opening of the diaphragm. Okay, what is the vertebral level? Is T12. Vertebral level is T12. So again, go to the vertebral level. What is the vertebral level of vena caval hiatus? Around T8. Maybe we go between junction between T8 T9. What is the esophageal opening vertebral level? This T10. Okay. How about aortic opening of the diaphragm? That is T12. Okay, that is T12. So 8, 10, 12. Okay, what are the contents of the aortic opening of the diaphragm? Contents, certainly aorta. The descending thoracic aorta becomes the abdominal aorta. Then the thoracic duct. Then the azygous vein. Even sometimes we may get hemiazygous vein. Plus, we always add lymphatics. These are very much constant. Azygous vein may not go through the aortic opening of the diaphragm. It may pierces the right crest of the diaphragm. Hemiazygous vein may not go through the aortic opening of the diaphragm. In most cases, it pierces the left crest of the diaphragm. Okay, we got the contents of the aortic opening. Okay, what is the aortic opening? Aortic opening of the diaphragm is behind the diaphragm. In fact, it is not a content of the diaphragm. Okay, so the aortic opening of the diaphragm is behind the diaphragm. This is the opening. Okay, you can go there. This is the opening. This is the aortic opening. Aortic opening. Okay, and we have the right crest here. Here is the left crest. So, and these two crosses are connected by median arcuate ligament here. Okay, here is the median arcuate ligament. Median arcuate ligament. Arcuate ligament. Left crus, right crus come together anterior to the aorta, and it is the median arcuate ligament. So, in fact, aorta is behind the diaphragm. What type of opening is this? This is osteoaponeurotic opening. Why it is called osteoaponeurotic opening? Because it is behind the median arcuate ligament, in front of the 12th thoracic vertebra, lower border of the 12th thoracic vertebra. Okay, so it is osteoaponeurotic opening. Okay, we got that, and it is because behind the diaphragm and surrounded by median arcuate ligament. So contraction of the diaphragm does not disturb, does not affect the flow of blood through the aorta. So aortic blood flow will be intact, both inspiration and expiration. But during inspiration, vena caval opening will enlarge, esophageal opening will constrict. But in case of inspiration or expiration, aortic opening would not be affected because it is osteoaponeurotic opening. Behind it is the aorta. Behind we have the vertebral body, lower border of the T12, anteriorly median arcuate ligament. Sometimes median arcuate ligament may not be properly developed, or sometimes it may be developed. Also, there may be another prolongation of the median arcuate ligament may go behind the aorta. There is also a possibility on rare occasion. Okay, so that's all about the major openings of the diaphragm, their vertebral level, content, and their relationship to that of the respiration. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Please hit the like button. Please share the information with your friends. Have a nice day. Bye now.